Hi guys, what's up? I'm Dark Musician Girl. If you are new to my channel, hi. Welcome to basically Firefest 2. If you are not new to my channel and you are returning from my previous video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it that you subscribe to me and that you're here to watch me just make a fool out of myself basically and talk about weird things. So in regards to that, let's just go ahead and dive in. Okay, Jaclyn Hill deleted her social media after basically answering a few comments. I saw that she answered a comment from Smokey Glow, and if you don't know Smokey Glow, I will attach her videos or her link down below for her recent video. But she basically had told Jaclyn, hey, why are you how do you even go about trying to regain our trust? And Jaclyn replied, I'm trying, I told 100% the truth, and I just wish you guys would believe me, basically along the lines of that. And then after that, boom, deactivated her accounts. I don't understand this for the life of me. I really don't, because of the fact that you cannot do this, okay? Every influencer always goes through this weird little cycle, and it's a weird little cycle where it's like scandal happens here, and then backlash happens here, and then apology video happens here, and then more backlash, and then finally they deactivate their account, okay? You can't do this, Jaclyn. You can't do this. Why? Because of the fact that this isn't just a he said, she said scandal. It isn't. It is an actual product that you made and you were responsible for that was a mess. And it was a mess. Okay, what I don't like is that people, and I was a fan. I'm not anymore. But her current fans are still defending her, saying, you know what, we just need to give her a break. She probably did this because of her mental health. And it's like, okay, but you can take a break from social media after you address people and say, you know what, I messed up. It was my responsibility to make sure these products were perfect, and I clearly didn't. I clearly was a bystander, and I mean this totally in an opinion. This is my opinion, guys. She was a bystander in her own production. She only probably picked out how creamy the lipsticks were, and she probably picked out like the shades, and that's pretty much it. And then how the actual tube looked like. I personally don't think she was involved in the actual production of making the formula and actually getting an outside quality control to actually check her lipstick. She probably trusted the lab, which she shouldn't have. She should have gathered her own lipsticks and actually checked them herself, gathered like a good, like what, 20? Gather a good 20 each of your shade and just check them. But clearly she didn't, because she would have encountered these products earlier. Anyways, it kind of gets me heated, sorry. People are also saying that, oh, people are so petty and that they're embedding these hairs, they're embedding the plastics, they're embedding these like chunks of components of silicone into Jaclyn's lipsticks to make her look bad. Like, look, okay? People are petty, yes, and some people want money, yes, but there's been such an uproar from a lot of people, including influencers, that it's not even that, okay? You will notice when people input stuff into a lipstick. Why? Because it's a buttery lipstick, okay? It's buttery, so if you put something in the lipstick that's not supposed to be there, it's going to fall apart, okay? It's going to fall apart and it's going not to look the same. But these were embedded. These looked like they sprung up during production, during when they were actually like encapsulating and forming these lipsticks, okay? You can't make up these excuses and believe this kind of conspiracy theory of yours that we're all out to get Jaclyn Hill. We're not all out to get Jaclyn Hill. We want accountability. We want responsibility. We want her to actually address people, and her just like ghosting everybody on social media isn't gonna cut it. It isn't gonna cut it, and it's dumb. It's dumb. I wish her honestly the best, but she's gonna lose a lot of people for this, and it's not like she can't bounce back from this, okay? We've seen that Laura Lee and Manny MUA have bounced back from these stuff. We've seen like little production inconveniences, like with Kylie Cosmetics with the wands, or Jeffrey when he first came out with his line. Like, we see these inconveniences and people are able to bounce back. Why? because of the fact that they take accountability for the things that they did and people move on. But if you don't take accountability for what you did and you don't address the public, people aren't going to move on. They're still going to give you this backlash. Okay? They're still going to give you this backlash. And I don't like that people are like, oh, I hate cancel culture. This is cancel culture. No, this isn't cancel culture. This is wanting accountability. This is consumers actually saying what's on their mind to the person that they're buying from. Okay? And this has happened, okay? This has happened several times. I don't like it when people mix cancel culture with actually being a consumer and being an actual participant in what you're buying, okay? There's a clear difference in that. The whole James Charles and Tati thing, it was cancel culture. We're trying to cancel people left and right by knowing half of the facts of everything. But I clearly don't think that this is cancel culture. I clearly think that this is people trying to get the truth. They're trying to get the truth for what was in their lipstick and what the hell did they put on their lips. Okay, there was hairs, there's metal. Like, I don't even know how a production like company or a lab could even fathom working in those kinds of conditions. Like, how could you not see those kinds of conditions if you were supposedly responsible for your lab and you were there, a part of the process the entire time? Like, clearly you weren't. Clearly you weren't a part of the process. Clearly you were at your house chilling while this lab was doing whatever the hell they wanted with your lipsticks. Okay? They're over here like, ooh, Jaclyn Hill lipsticks? And they probably like, you know what? We don't care. Toss whatever. You know what? We're not going to use gloves. Gone the gloves. Who knows what they did for the metal thing? I have no idea. I don't know, in all honesty, what they could have, that lab could have done in regards to putting in these metal chunks in here. Like, I don't know. There's no words. There's no words for how disgusting this is. And this is horribly disgusting. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the other biochemist to come out with her results, because I know there was another biochemist and she was saying that she was going to get like a whole bunch of lipsticks tested, and she was asking people for their lipsticks to send them to her, and then she was going to send them off and she was going to get back to us with the results on her YouTube channel. And I'm kind of waiting for that, because I'm like, that's going to be like the say-all. Like, usually, like, you know, I feel like it's like a science test for everybody. It's like, okay, now Betty came out with her results saying that there was mold on the lids. I forgot what her name is, to be honest. I'll figure out her name when I'm editing this. But this girl that's going to test the lipsticks, like, what is she gonna come out with? Like, what is these lab results gonna come out with? And that is another point I wanted to touch on too. Jaclyn's cosmetics team actually reached out to Betty and asked her, hey, do you mind sending us these results? And it's like, what do you mean? I thought you did like this whole test, like all these big old tests, like a lot of these tests on your lipsticks and got the results. But clearly you didn't, because why would you be asking her for her results? You would have already known by your own results. So it's like, one, it's either you're not testing them. That's first option, right? The second option is you are testing them, but you're not testing them or inspecting them as much as you should. Maybe she just tested the actual lipstick component and not the lid. And that's just mind-boggling on itself. Get the whole thing tested. Swab the whole thing. Like, Q-tip that sucker up and test it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But Jaclyn Hill, she needs help. She needs help, and she needs to get back on social media to address everybody. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. Kim Kardashian. We have seen Kim Kardashian almost always on the news. Okay. If she's not doing something with her beauty line, she is releasing falsely accused criminals. If she's not doing that, she is usually wearing something and people are commenting on it, or commenting on her body or things like that, or commenting on her sisters or something that she reacted from her sisters. But this week she is on the news for trademarking a certain word. Okay, she wants to come out with this faja line, and if you don't know what the word faja is, it's like, it's Spanx. Okay, she wants to come out with a Spanx line. She's like shapewear, but it's Spanx. It's Spanx. Okay, we all wear Spanx. Don't be ashamed of it. That's what they are. Okay, but she wants to come out with this Spanx line, and she wants to call it kimono. She wants to trademark the word kimono. It's just, I have to repeat it to myself because it's real. It's like, you can't trademark a cultural word that has been here for centuries and long before you were even born. Okay, it's a cultural word for Japanese dress style, if you don't know, for like special occasions that you wear it to. And she wants to trademark the word, and I'm just like, why? Like, is this like a stunt? Like, is this like a stunt, a publicity stunt to let people know that you're coming out with this shapewear faja line, that you're coming out with this line, and you just want to get it out there because people probably wouldn't have cared? Because who cares? You can get shapewear at Walmart or Target for way less than she's probably gonna charge everybody. I mean, and it's just shapewear. Okay, is anybody gonna actually see it? Maybe your boo, maybe somebody else that you're hooking up with, but I don't know. Like, nobody else is gonna see it. You're not gonna go out in public in this. Why spend that much money on something like this, you know? Okay, I get it if it's like a bra. A bra is way different. It's support for those things, your helpers, and you need support for your helpers, or else you're gonna have a bad back, or you're gonna have a bad posture. But in regards to like Spanx, no, there's not much interest. I think she's doing this maybe for publicity. I hope for publicity, because if she does trademark the word, I know for a fact that Japan is not going to be happy. People of Japan are not going to be happy. It's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a hot mess, and I just want to see where this goes, because if she does do it, oh my gosh, like, save her, because like somebody give her an epiphany that some of the stuff that she does is just not right. And I think it's because she grew up privileged, and this is just my opinion, guys. She grew up privileged, okay? She grew up in a household where it was upper middle class, and then, you know, with her sex tape, she got rich, okay? But when growing up, I don't think she had a lot of cultural diversity, okay? Living in Calabasas and in like those parts of California, I would probably think that in those times there was no diversity. Maybe there's more diversity now, but I would think in those times that there wasn't diversity. And in regards to like a cultural input, like different cultures. And I think that's where her like people accusing her for cultural appropriation, I think that's where it comes from, that she hasn't really had that kind of exposure to cultures growing up. And maybe that has to do with her not realizing, oh, you know, hey, if I do these braids, that's gonna piss off people. Or if I try to do this thing, or if I try to tan or make myself look darker, it's gonna piss off people. And I don't really understand why that light bulb doesn't connect for her, yet her political awareness, like, light bulb connects. Like, I've seen in the recent past season of Kim Kardashian, or Keeping Up with Kardashian, sorry, that, you know, they're politically aware. They know a lot about gun control. They know, and they advocate a lot for Planned Parenthood, and they were able to kind of put that, not necessarily like a publication, but they were able to include that kind of discussion into their shows where it's not normally there. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, wait, you watch the shows? Yeah, I kind of watch the shows. But it's just because of the fact that I've been watching them since a little kid. So it's like embedded in me. Like, I can't stop. It's like when you watch a show for too long and like you can't stop because you want to know what's going to happen next. And clearly that's what I want to know. I want to know what's going to happen next with them, even if they fake it. And even if there's clips that are like clearly taken after the fact of a certain situation, I still want to know what's going to happen. It's like a, what is it called? Like your I can't think of the word. It's like a dirty pleasure. I don't know. Please like this video and please comment on what you think of these topics. Do you think it's right for Jaclyn Hill to take a social media break and to completely ghost everybody? Or if you don't think it's good, and just tell me why. Tell me why you think Kim Kardashian is weird for trying to trademark a cultural word, or tell me why people shouldn't take it that seriously. It's your opinion. I'm not going to bash you. Just try to be respectful in the comments. And we can all have a fun discussion. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, please like, please subscribe. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.